Here's a great way to jazz up your breakfast porridge. I'm going to serve it with a gold kiwi compote. Now, I love this variety of kiwi. I want you to have a look how beautiful they are in the centre. They're great to snack on, but they're also really nice if you cook them down ever so gently. So I'm just going to cut one in half so you can see how lovely the flesh is. Now what I'm going to do to make this compote is to cut a few of these gold kiwis in half and just simply scoop them out, just like you would be eating them as a snack with a spoon. Scoop that lovely flesh into a pan. Now I don't want to overcook this compote. What I want to do is just break it down and release some of its natural sugars. These gold kiwis have a really lovely sweetness, a slight tang to them, but more sweet than anything. So I'm not going to add too much sugar to this. So I'll scoop out one pack, which has about 6 of them in it. I'll also add some apple just to bulk it out, and the juice of 1 lemon. I'm just going to bring it up to the boil and then cook it for about 5 to 8 minutes only. All right, this compote is ready. You can see that the apples have cooked down and that gold kiwi has still held its integrity. It smells divine. So we're going to take it off and we're just going to allow it to cool while we get on with our porridge. Now onto a large burner, we're going to turn this on a high heat because we want our oat milk to come up to the boil. Now I'll measure out 1 cup of oat milk, but you could also use almond milk for this recipe, or just good old cow's milk works a treat too. So in it goes. Now I'm using traditional rolled oats for this recipe as opposed to instant oats. And what I've done is just place them in some water and allow them to soak for about 1 hour. You can see that it absorbs it, so it gives you a bit of a head start. And then after an hour, we're just going to drain most of that water off. And now this is boiling, so we'll add our soaked traditional oats. And then because I didn't add any sugar to my gold kiwi compote, we need some sweetness, so I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. So now I'm going to whisk this, and by constantly whisking for about 4 to 5 minutes, we're going to achieve that creaminess that I've been talking about. All right, look how creamy these oats look. I like to take it to the point where it looks like wet risotto, so it's so easy to pour. And then into a plate, we're just going to add a generous amount. And now for our gold kiwi compote, I want to be quite generous with this. I just want to scatter it all over the top. So every mouthful you get that creamy porridge and then that gorgeous sweet tropical flavour of the gold kiwi fruit. A little more. Beautiful. Now that is just lovely as is, but if you want to take it to the next level, I love to add some crunch. And these are macadamia nuts, and then I'm just going to sprinkle that in clumps over the top. How easy is that? Porridge tastes fantastic with rhubarb or strawberry compote, but it's been done 1,000 times. Why don't you try something a little different using those golden kiwis, just ever so gently warmed up to form a compote. And then because I've got a bit of a sweet tooth, I'll add some extra maple syrup on the top. Wow, that is a breakfast fit for a queen or king.